Good afternoon, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to you with another Computer Hall live stream. That's right, folks. It has been a while. Things have been happening around the house. Nothing too terrible, just been very busy and haven't really had that much to make videos about. Now you can see the leaves are almost totally off the trees now. I'm starting this a few minutes early to make sure we don't have any glitches. Looks like we have 5 watchers right now. Um, as you can see, I came a little bit more prepared this time. This time I set up a table, and what I've done, I actually have a sample of most of the items I picked up today. Yeah, you guys can probably see I got the Tahoe right here, and it is riding pretty low right now. You can see she is kind of a low rider at the moment because she is packed, and I mean packed with goodies. Take a look at that. We're going to get into that in just a few minutes. I'm going to turn you guys around here real quick. So, what's happening lately? Give you guys a quick update. Well, for those of you that haven't been on my channel for a while, the Yukon is gone. The Yukon has been sold. I don't want to name names because it's actually somebody that I know that purchased it for an LS swap. Although, if you watch this and you know who you are, I've been told that this person is going to drive it around for a while. Now, the reason I sold that is mainly because I didn't trust that there were too many electrical problems happening and it just wasn't a reliable vehicle anymore. So, that is gone, and the LeSabre is actually my father's now. So the only vehicle that I currently own is this rolling pile right here. So got to be looking out for another vehicle very, very soon. So we got 7 watchers. Please click that like button if you really enjoy this content. Click a like button. We're going to have a short Q&A afterwards, basically just to catch everybody up. You know, you can ask your questions. Let me get a time here. It's 2:57, so we got a few minutes before we're going to start. Yep, I see we got a couple of thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. Got my transitions glasses on right now. Turn everybody around here again. Come on, don't glitch out on me now. Okay. So we've been doing some yard work here. You could see that we pulled this tree out from the front. Well, actually, our lawn guy did this because the roots were in there really deep. I mean, you can see that it had been dead for a while. If you can do that to a branch, then the tree's been dead for a long time. So we've been working on that. I have been working on the leaves situation. I'll have to do it 1 or 2 more times. Wow, can't get over how low that Tahoe is riding. So before we get fully started, I'll show you the backyard. This is the biggest culprit here. Actually, these 2 trees here, this pin oak, I think it is, and then the regular oak back there are the ones that spray all the leaves around the yard. And you can see, yeah, she's been keeping me busy. About the 3rd time that I've bagged leaves up, so my arms are kind of sore at the moment. But without further ado, it's about 3 o'clock by my Fitbit watch, so let's get started. So I went over to Norfolk today, and I picked up this computer haul. This is from a business, not going to name the business, that was downsizing. They were closing up, probably due to our current situation. But I was able to acquire all of this merchandise. Now, as usual, I am not going to give you the exact amount, but it was well under $1,000. Let's put it that way. So, got a really good deal on this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you what I picked up. I'm going to start here. Preface this by saying that I picked up a total of 11 towers. And there are more in there, but these are a sample of all the different types. I'm going to try to go from newest to oldest to newest. I don't think I got it exactly right, but we'll see what we got here. So The oldest, and I think there are two of these, are these Gateway towers. These have Core i3s, actually. You can see it right there. Core i3s, Windows 7, 2120 Core i3s, Intel HD graphics, 1 terabyte hard drives, 6 gigs of DDR3 memory, DVD burners, and these do have the memory card readers. I always thought it was interesting with these that they had the side buttons for the optical drives. These things always got stuck, and it appears that this is no exception. You kind of got to work those in. Power button on top, accessory tray here with 2 USB ports. That's pretty cool. That's for cable management for anybody that's interested. So you can wrap the cables around here and put your devices there. That's actually really cool. Ports back here are your standard ports. They have a lot of USB ports on this. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. HDMI, you know, all your legacy ports. There are USB 3s on here. Very interesting to find that on a second gen i-series computer. Very, very surprising. So before I move on to the other desktops, let me show you guys this, because this is really cool. A lot of the monitors, and I wound up getting 25 or 30 monitors, came on these. These are VESA triple mounts. So in other words, you can have 3 monitors set up. You got one on this side, one on this side, and then one in the middle. And this is just a sampling of the monitors that I got. I think they're all about 22 inches. This is an Asus monitor that actually does have HDMI on it. Wow, look at that. They never even took the sticker off. HDMI, DVI, VGA, and I do have all the power cords for this. Anybody that's interested can look at the model there, but it's model V9228, I think that says. This one's an HP, model HP22UH. Again, I love the fact that these have all the different ports, you know, VGA, DVI, and HDMI. That actually makes it easier to sell because you can basically pair these monitors with any, and I mean any computer. It makes it extremely convenient. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Matt, what are you going to do about stands? Because not everybody is going to want to be using these triple mounts. Well, let me show you something. While I was loading all this, I found that they actually include all of the original stands. I actually have 2 boxes of these stands. I think these ones are actually for the Asus monitor. This one, yeah, this is probably the ones for the Asus monitor. Look at this. You could tell the stands were not ever used because this is actually the part that goes over the monitor. It would kind of go like that. So I have 2 boxes of this box here, and then another box which is buried somewhere in all that mess. So yeah, so moving on, going to the next newest, I believe, is the Dell Optiplex 3010 Core i5. This one's actually got a memory card reader and one of the laptop style optical drives. That's really cool. I've never seen that configuration. 2012. Yep, okay, so that probably is the next newest one. Ports. Let's see what we got for ports back here. Very hard to do this one-handed, so I think what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the computers, then we'll go back and take a look at the ports. Next, this would be the next newest here. This is a Dell Optiplex 3020. Another Core i5 system. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, probably a 3rd generation, maybe a 4th. Could be, either one. And then, this is the newest of them. These are, actually got, I think, 3 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and like 3 of those. This is a Dell Optiplex 3040. Now this, if you look here, another Core i5. I would expect this to have a 5th or maybe even a 6th gen Core i5 because these actually date from 2016. So 2016, probably a 6th generation, I would have to guess. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong there. This is the only all-in-one that I picked up. Some type of Dell with a Core i5 there. My phone, it's very cold out, folks, so my phone's having a little trouble focusing. There we go. So if I turn this around, you guys are probably really interested in this. Oh, very, very heavy. You can see that all the hookups are on the bottom. We have, what do we got there? HDMI out, looks like DisplayPort out. We have 4 USB 3 ports, HDMI in, so you could actually plug something in there, like probably like a capture card. I see a Bluetooth adapter right there, and I also see probably gigabit Ethernet. And this is an Optiplex 7440 all-in-one. Does actually use a regular desktop power cord. I don't know if you guys can see that plug or not, but it uses the regular 3-prong. Plus, it's got a little DVD burner drive there. And this is just a sample of some of the other monitors that I got. There were quite a few of these in there, believe it or not. These are 22-inch AOCs. I'm not actually a big fan of these. Not that I want to break it, folks, mind you, but I'm just not a big fan of these. These are not the best built monitors, but I'll take them. I mean, they do work. And of course, you didn't get lucky with these. The lower end monitors generally like this will not have the DVI, the HDMI, just VGA and DVI there. But you know what? I really can't complain. It still was a good deal. And I want to say I got about 4 or 5 of these, maybe 6. And next we have a Samsung monitor here. This is, I think, the one oddball. I don't think I had any other Samsung monitors. It's an S22E310. And let's see if this has HDMI. Yes, it does, but it does not have DVI. Yeah, see, some of these are very strange, and they all have HDMI but not DVI, or VGA and not HDMI. They're all different configurations. So, but that's good. In other words, when I go to pair them up, that means I should have a good pairing for all the different systems I want to hook these up to. And believe me, I might pair some of these monitors with other computers other than the ones that I actually got in this haul. Oh, so moving on to the back, I'll show you guys the ports back here. This is the, was it 3010? Your typical ports. This actually has an add-on card for USB 3. That's actually kind of cool, because I don't think it has it built in. This one does not have it built in the motherboard, so they opted to put in a an expansion card there. This is the, what is this one? The 3020. This is the 3020, and this is the 3040, and these both came with Windows 8, apparently. Pretty much the same ports, except it looks like with the 3020, you get a few extra USB ports. You get 6 instead of the 4 on that one. Now, I will say these will all be cleaned, thoroughly cleaned, before I bring them inside. All right, this is the time in the video I'm going to ask you if you're enjoying this content, and I hope you are. Please give me a thumbs up. That really helps in the YouTube algorithms. So moving on, this box is just a random box filled with keyboards. You know, you got a Dell keyboard there. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I shouldn't have touched that, folks. Look how nasty, nasty, nasty that keyboard is. You can see how worn off the letters are. Ugh. That's one of my things. Whenever I get nasty keyboards, they go right in the trash. So I might have to pick up a few extra keyboards. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Matt, how were they hooking up 3 monitors to each desktop? Well, I know one way they were using something like this. This is a Rocketfish HDMI 4K Ultra HD box. So basically, and I correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never hooked them up this way, but apparently you hook the input from the computer to here, and then what you do is you have 2 HDMI outs. So that would do 2 of the monitors, and then somewhere in here there was a USB video card, which would actually hook into a USB port, and then the other end would be another HDMI, and that would give you the 3rd output. So that's how they were getting 3 monitors hooked up to one computer. Now, everybody's probably asking me, will I sell some of these systems with the 3 monitors on this special Visa mount? Probably. I'll probably keep one for myself, because these things, to be perfectly honest, are really cool. I've never had one before. But yes, I will probably go ahead and keep one of those for myself. I did have a nice Thanksgiving, Brad. Thank you so much for asking. Williams here looks like he sent a couple of skull and crossbones, maybe for that nasty keyboard and mouse. Ugh, that was just gross. Okay, so now I'm going to bring you guys into here real quick and just show you some of the other stuff I got. Most of these monitors came on the stands, on those three mount stands. So basically, I don't have them on the stands right now, but I'll be able to put them back on, no problem. That's a Dell, this one of those AOC monitors, I think. Just a whole random assortment of different monitors. There's another Dell monitor right there. Keyboards, mice, you got all the rest of those towers there. It's going to be a long night tonight. What is that? That's a display port cable. This was kind of cool. This is one of those rising desks, and I think I have the other piece for it down there, but basically this allows you to work while you're standing up. So it has legs on it, and basically attach the legs to the bottom somehow, and it'll actually let you rise up off the table, like about that high, so you can actually work while standing up. With all of the fitness everybody's trying to get in now, I think that's actually a really good idea. I'm gonna have to see how that works later on. So let me bring you into the side here, show you a few other things that I got. Mom was a big help. Mom actually came with me, and these are all the different cords, I'm not kidding you, from those monitors. We got a combination of HDMI, got an HDMI cable there, got a DVI cable there, got the power cords in there, got some VGA cables, got some very strange adapters. Oh, actually, this is just a strange, a VGA to display port adapter. But yeah, pretty much every kind of cable or adapter you would want. And I know the ironic thing about putting it in a garbage bag, but we were honestly just trying to get all this stuff packed up, and we didn't have a lot of time, and we just kind of used what we could find. And sometimes that's what you have to do. So coming in this side, ignore this. This is just a box with all my tools and everything. So we have another monitor. This is actually, wow. Okay, this is actually one that I didn't show you guys before. This is an Acer. It's another model. This looks like a 20-inch. But this one is an LED monitor. Let's see what the ports on here are. Okay. So this was VGA and DVI, but apparently they have an DVI to HDMI converter on here, which you actually can do. That works just fine, going digital to digital. Now, I've had issues before where I've had like VGA to DVI or VGA to HDMI, which is basically going from analog to digital, and they're iffy. Sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. You want to stick with the same type of connection, so digital to digital or analog to analog if you can. Another box of keyboards up here. Tons of mice, I think, underneath there. Like I said, nothing's really been arranged because honestly it was cold. We were just trying to get out of there as fast as possible. I think probably took us about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to get all this stuff loaded up. Okay, this is another box of those stands, and I could tell you right off the bat, that was for a Dell. I know that for sure. So these are Dell stands. That one is, I think, another one of those Asus stands. Once again, I am not 100% sure on these, so if you guys know better, you can correct me. That definitely looks like a Dell stand to me, though. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys some content. I know, and I do apologize, I haven't been putting out a lot of content lately. Totally my fault. Just a lot of stuff been happening around the house. Nothing necessarily bad. Just been very busy taking on a lot of home repair projects recently. All right, so let's get you guys over here. Again, more of my tools. One thing that is invaluable, and I will say this time and time again, when you have a vehicle, especially a vehicle used for work, keep yourself some really good shop towels in. I get these at Home Depot, and these are Quickie brand, And these microfiber cloths are invaluable if you have something that's really dirty and you don't even, so dirty in fact that you don't want to put it in your vehicle. Get one of these, just wipe it down. You can even use it to wipe off your vehicle if it's been rained on and you're afraid, let's say, like this was before, you have holes in the roof and you don't want the water to leak through, and it's been raining, and go out and after the rain you can kind of just wipe it down. So these are always invaluable to have, in my opinion, in your vehicles. I don't actually know what this is, honestly, folks. Let's see. Be easier if I had someone to help me with this. I don't know. Let's see. Does it give us any clues? Might have to take that out and see if I can figure it out. So we'll take that out and stick it over here. Put it right on top of the computer where it's probably going to fall off. Oh, no, I'm kidding. It's not. Should be fine. I hope. And we'll get down to these Office Depot boxes. So, what do we have in here? Oh, boy. More cables. We got VGA cables. We got DVI cables. We got DVI to VGA adapters, folks. We got lots and lots of different cables here. We got mice. We have trackball mice, old school trackball mice here. Oh, Logitech. Why? Heck. Hey, look at that, folks. A wireless trackball mouse. Isn't that unique? We have mice. We have keyboards. We have everything you need for your next computer project. We got some old Dell mice that look like they're really nasty and look like I should probably throw them out, but I'll probably clean up as many as I can. Trying to interject a little humor in here, folks. We got another wireless Microsoft mouse. Now, you know what's funny with these? They're always missing the transceivers. Oh my gosh, is it actually in there? Look at that, folks. Is that it? Is that actually it? Let me see. Yep, look at that. I always see when I get these used, these are missing the little wireless dongle. It's right there, folks. Can you believe it? I better put this back on if I can. Unreal. So the one time it lies to me. You know what? I'm happy about that, though. That means I can actually reuse this. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way if I can. I've put you guys down for a second. Hey, hang on, folks. Mom's here.
Hi.
Hey, the muscle. Did you tell him you helped me do this?
All this stuff up.
Oh my gosh, it was insane, but
Unwrapping all those wires and everything. Well, it was crazy. I don't know how he got this all in there. It was a miracle. He's a miracle man, because I kept saying, you're never going to fit that in.
And honestly, I didn't think I was either. I mean, I wish I had the Yukon, which I told them I sold.
Yep.
And it barely fit, but we did wind up getting it all in the end.
Yep. I thought I'd actually have to put something in my lap or step on something, but I didn't have to.
We were very, very lucky.
Very, very
So I'm about to go over the one. Okay, mom's doing fine. She's cold, which I'm going to be going in a minute too, folks, because I'm not wearing a coat and I am getting very, very cold. Last couple of boxes, I showed you guys that. Keyboards, mostly keyboards, and then you got some mice and some speakers down there. Ooh, what kind of speakers are those? Oh, okay. These are some of the best speakers. These are actually made, I believe, by JBL. They're Dell branded speakers, but these are incredible sounding speakers. You don't really find those much anymore. Got another. Sorry, folks. Cut out on me again. Hang on. Let's turn you guys around. All right. So, random cables. Nothing to write home about. And then we got another box of keyboards down there. So that is really it, folks. Other than some of the other monitors, that is pretty much it for this haul. I'll pick that up later. We're not going to worry. But did I show you guys that? Yes, I did. That was the that was all the different cords. So let me go ahead and shut this real quick. I don't want to drain my battery. And I am going to step inside because I am starting to freeze my keister off. You know, I was hoping that just this one time, the live stream wouldn't cut out on this phone, but you know what? Seems to happen every single time. I don't know what it is. I think there's a glitch in the software somewhere. So let me go ahead and step over here. I think everybody's in watching TV, so probably have to do this here. So I promised you guys a quick Q&A, and that's what we're going to do. I see we got 13 people here, so if anybody has any questions or comments, this is the time to do it, folks. Remember, please give me a thumbs up at the very least. I don't ask for super chats. They're always appreciated, but at the very least, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying this content. Let's see, we got Yanks1Fan09 says, greetings to you all. Brad Smith said, happy Thanksgiving. William McCullough, I sent those skull and crossbones. I'm guessing because of how nasty those keyboards were. Robert Jones says, hello. Awesome. Nobody has any comments or anything. Any questions? Anybody want to comment about anything? Anything maybe I got wrong when I showed you all that stuff? You know, I'm not infallible, folks. I may sound it at times, but I'm not. Believe me, there are times that I get things wrong too. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here then, because it is very, very cold. I want to thank... Oh, wait a minute. As I said that, we have some people making comments. I386, I had to unsubscribe and resubscribe to get notifications. It's one of those YouTube glitches. Yeah, make sure if you're not getting notifications, you can do that. You click the unsubscribe button, resubscribe, and even more important than that, click that bell icon to enable notifications if it allows you. How much for the triple monitor stand? William's interested in one of those. I'll get back with you. I'll call you personally on that, because honestly, I want to make sure that they're still all good, and they should be. Mom and I had to sit there and physically remove all of the screws of the monitors from those screws, or the screws from the monitors to get them off the stand. It was actually pretty easy to do. Literally, we just lied the stand down, the monitors face down. We took the 4 screws out of each of them, and then we just lifted off the stand. Though I have to tell you, the hardest part of that was unraveling all that wiring. I mean, that was just incredible. WW Souls, are you going to do much Christmas shopping this year? Probably online. I doubt we're going to be going in the stores. I might pick up a few things locally, but pretty much we're staying at home. I actually just went out to do this, and this is the first time I've actually been shopping in quite a little while, so probably not going to be doing any big Christmas shopping around town, except for maybe buying some small trinkets. And that's the thing, this year we're not really looking to buy a lot. We're going to get like 1 or 2 small things for each other. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is about. It's set for kids. My channel's not set to kid-friendly content or kid-only content. A few of you guys out there tell me that, but everybody else seems to be able to get the notification. So it could be on your end. Make sure that if you're under a certain age, I think it's like 18, then you're automatically set to only receive kid-friendly content. But I've checked the channel, and there's nothing wrong on my end. All right, everybody, I have to end it here because I am freezing. I'm going to go inside. You might see some more videos on that computer equipment if I have time to film anything while I refurbish them. That's the whole problem, is trying to get everything done, make a living, get these refurbished, listed, and sold in a timely manner. Makes it very hard to film it while I'm doing that. And plus, neither my parents can really operate a camcorder very well. So that's why I try to do these kind of live stream hauls. At least you guys get a little content out there. But I will try to keep everybody updated on what I do with these computers, and how long it takes to sell them. And we'll go from there. Dell Support Assist detected my hard drive was bad, but it tested with Crystal Disk and Seagate, and test passed. I trust Crystal Disk Info more than I would trust Dell's support assistant. So I would say you're good. I would definitely say you're good. All right, folks, thanks for coming. Please continue to like and subscribe. We switch hands here to end it. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.